All right, we are live. Bienvenidos and welcome back to lesson 6 of this free online guitar course with me, Leonardo Torres. We hope that you've enjoyed your lesson so far. So far, we've covered all the major chords, all the minor chords, and today we're going to go into seventh chords and then we'll show you how they're used. I'm going to show you 2 chords today, 2 seventh chords, and then I'm going to show you how to apply them in your first song. Okay, we're not going to learn how to strum yet, but I'll show you how it works, and then we'll work on strumming once we've got that down. So I see that there's one person with us. Show yourself. Who are you? Let us know. Hey, what's up? Truth Guitar Method. So it's you. What's up, Vato? I'm happy and sad that you're not going to see your kids anymore. Those kids anymore. Not your kids, those kids from school anymore, man. I love following you on TikTok. For those of you who don't know, Truth Guitar Method has an awesome TikTok channel, and he teaches music to kids, and it always seems like he has fun, and then also sometimes it seems like it's pretty frustrating. but I love seeing all your videos, man. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate your comedy too. Okay, so we're starting here on working on our seventh chords. Okay, we're gonna go back and do our, where is it? Oh, that's new. Cool. I wish we could move this. Can I move this? Probably not. Solo layout. Never mind. Okay, cool. So we're here in lesson 6. We would like to give a special thank you to our sponsors. These are people who are making donations to this lesson here, and we appreciate you so much. Also, special thank you to our YouTube members who are keeping this channel alive, and our Patreon partners who are also keeping this channel alive. So we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. So today we're covering seventh chords. I'm not going to go into detail as to what they are and why they're called sevenths and all that, because I think it'll just be a little bit too confusing right now at this stage for beginners. So we're going to move right into it. So to get to our minor chord last time, I showed you how to start from this A formation, right? Remember, we said formations are really important. So you're going to start in this A formation. So if you're following along, just go ahead and put your fingers into A position, into the position of your A formation. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see a little better. And then let me focus. Boom, right there. We're going to start an A formation. And for minor, remember, we removed this finger, we went up here, and then we switched fingers, right? We're going to do something similar to get to that A7. Okay, to get to A7, what we're going to do is we're going to remove one finger, and that's the middle one, the one right in the middle. Okay, but I want you to replace your index finger with your middle finger. Okay, so we went from here to here. Play that a couple of times. Play around with that. So go to your A major, remove this one, and move that one up. That's the easiest way. All of these little formulas that I'm showing you, they're just little cheat codes, okay, to get to that. Eventually, I don't want you to use that formula anymore. I want you to just go straight into that E7 like that, okay? But if you need help, you start here, you move that one, and move that one up. Hey, Kenny, love you too, man. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for stopping by and letting us know that you can't practice today. But today's lesson is going to be pretty easy, so you can always recap later. It's going to be pretty short, too. Okay. There it is there. So we started off on this A. I hope, Dori, I hope you're with me here. Let me know if that's clear. So as you see on the chart here, you have your middle finger, your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger stays in that same position. See that? So you're just lifting one finger and replacing it with the middle finger there. Like this. You're starting here and then replacing it there. Let me know how that's working for you. How that's working for you on the live chat. And if you remember our A train and E train lesson, you could still take this same formation and move that down the A train and get different chords, okay? So if I switch fingers and go to pinky and ring finger, pinky and ring finger, so I'm taking this A7 and just replacing it, I can go 2 frets forward, and there you have your B7. We're not learning that one today. That's just a little seed that I'm planting there for you to know that that's also an option. And then there's your C. Okay. For now, we're keeping it easy. We're here, A7. Okay. Not getting much feedback on the live chat, but we're going to move on. The next one is we're going to learn is our E7. And to get to E7, we're going to start off in our E major formation. So put your fingers in that E major formation. And again, we're going to remove one finger. We're going to remove our ring finger. And there's your E7. Caitlin, hello. Alicia, hi. So there's your E7 there. You start off with an E major and remove that finger there. And again, I'm going to say this several times. These are just little formulas to help you get to that chord. I don't want you to use that every single time. In other words, to get to this E, I don't want you to go to to get to this E7, I don't want you to go to E major and then E7. I want you to be able to go to E7 directly to E7. But have that formula in the back of your head just in case you forget what E7 looks like. You can access it that way. Got it? Hi, Dori. Welcome. So we learned 2 chords today. Okay, I'm going to keep this lesson nice and short because I know I gave you a lot with these barred chords. Okay, so today we're going to keep it nice and simple. We're going to go A major. We're going to remove this index finger and replace the index finger with our middle finger. So we're going to move that middle finger up 1 string. All right. And that's your A7 right there. That's your A7. If you want a formula, a cheat sheet, how to get there, you start off with your A major and then A major, lift this one, and then move this finger up 1 string. There's your A7. Okay. And if you want to get to your E7, you start off with that E formation and you remove your ring finger. And there's your E7. Common mistakes that happen with this is if you haven't been practicing your warm-ups, this finger might bend, or you might have a finger that's bending backwards. We don't want that at all. I want these fingers to be arched like that, like Archie boy. I want them curved like this, not flat. And then go back to that A7. E7, A7, E7, A7. And there you have it. Those are your next 2 chords that you need to practice. What's cool about this is now you have 5 chords left in all the basic chords, and you'll know everything there is to know in the basic chords to play almost every song that's out there. Almost every song. Yeah, if your finger is bending like that, Dori, try to tell them stop, don't do that, and then correct it. Okay, we want those habits to be corrected right from the beginning, because you don't want to go down a few lessons and then still have that problem. Okay, all that means is you might want to reposition your thumb or reposition your wrist or your elbow so that it could curve just that way. Another thing is continue practicing your warm-ups. Okay, we didn't practice that today, but these warm-ups are very important, and try to press with your fingers curved, not bent, like not like this, but like this. Okay, go like this, not like, so I want it curved like this, not like it's so hard to illustrate. I want it this way, curved this way, not a dip. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That's it. All right, so there it is. But let me show you what you're able to do now. Okay, you can strum an A major and go la 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 like that. Okay, but you have to sound like you're Bert from Sesame Street. La la la. Okay, and go. Happy birthday to E7. Happy birthday back to A. Happy A7 down to D major. Happy A, then E7, and then A. So if you know someone who has a birthday coming up, you can practice that. You start off with an A major. Happy birthday to E7, you. Happy birthday to you. Happy E, that's an A7, sorry, A7. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to, that's an E7, to you. If you want to do it in Spanish, you could do the same thing. So, estás. Qué linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. That's an E7 there. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicidad. A7, I mean A major. Tara, E7, tarara. So there you have it. You have A7. I mean, I'm sorry, E7 there. E7 and an A7, which are both used in a lot of songs like that. If they're in the key of A. So you can do happy birthday in A major. Happy birthday, E7. Happy birthday back to A. Happy A7 down to D. Happy A major, E7, A. And many more. You can do a flamenco chord there. So there you have it. Today we learned, it's going to be a short lesson today. We learned A7 by starting off with an A major and then removing the index finger and moving the middle finger up a string like that. And then we did an E7 by starting off with the E major and then removing the third finger there. Boom, there's your E7. Very easy stuff. And if you remember the last lessons that I taught you, you'd be able to figure out B7 and F7 from the two chords that I taught you today. So you get extra points if you figure them out by next week. I showed you a very special formula to move that A formation over, and then if you know it, then you didn't just learn 2 chords, you learned 4, which means you have 3 more to go. Isn't that exciting? You actually learned 2, but I taught you 4 that you could figure out the other 2, and you'd probably be able to figure out the other 3 as well. So on the next lesson, we're going to learn the rest of these chords. So yes, you can take that A7, move it 2 frets forward, and have your B7, or you can have that E7, switch fingers, move it forward, bridge. That's your F7 there. I just gave you the answer to next week's test. So there you have it. Any questions at all about anything we've covered so far? Let's not move ahead of ourselves, but anything that we've covered so far. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to work on? Anything that maybe you didn't get a chance to work on last time that you have a question about? Something you're struggling? If you're still sounding like this, your chords are still sounding like that, don't worry. All you need to do is continue practicing your warm-ups. Eventually, your fingers will get the strength to get a nice clear A. Hey, Robin. not a problem. Actually, we're just about done. But I was teaching A formation to get to A7, and I was teaching E major to get to E7, and we learned how to apply them. So you'll probably have to replay this lesson. But if there are any other questions, let's see. How are you doing with your lessons, Dori? Alicia wants to know, Dori, how are you doing with your lessons? I want to know too. I didn't get a chance to finish my Hot Pocket, so I'm going to take a bite right now. Sorry. I would like to know that too. Ooh, my biggest pet peeve is hearing people chew, and I just totally annoyed myself. I've been really busy, not as good as I wish. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, good thing that this lesson was short, so you can still get a chance to catch up. You won't fall too far behind. Hi, Erika and Leo. Hi to you both. Oh, hello, Sister Carol. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We really still need to go. We still need to take a trip down to San Diego and eat some tacos with you. The closer you get to Mexico, I think the better the tacos. Unless you're in East LA, which is kind of like, unless you're in LA, which is kind of like little TJ. Tijuana. All right. So if there are no other questions, nothing about that, please always remember that you can always refer to the app. The link is in the description down below. You can study the chords on the app. You can test your memory on the app as well. And if you have any questions, my email address is on there. Feel free to email me with any questions you may have. If you want to catch up on some lessons, I am also doing private lessons. So you can email me about that as well. I really need to practice. At least soccer is over. More time for me to practice. Yeah, or like, wait, so soccer as in your grandchildren, right? Like are playing soccer? Because you could take your guitar with you, and while they're playing, you can be practicing your or you could take your arm with you and then practice your chords. Okay, here's A, here's E. If you're not embarrassed, of course, to be doing that in front of people. But or at least on the app, test yourself, test your memory. Okay, because once I teach you all of the seventh chords, you're going to be able to take that ultimate test on the app that tests your memory on all chords, majors and minors. And that's a great place to start off at, or that's a great place to be. You do it on your arm. Excellent. That's so good. I'm so happy. My grandfather used to teach me like that. He used to go, you're going to play like this, and then I'd just copy his formation onto the guitar. It was great. Great times with my grandpa. Or the steering wheel, really? That's great. That's awesome. Oh, that makes me so happy. You have no idea how happy that makes me. All right, excellent. So if there are no other questions, I'm just going to log off here. I have some editing to do and some preparing for a video that I'm going to release on Thursday. I want to thank you all so much for your love and support, for your donations, and for showing up with your guitars and practicing. And for those of you who are not actually practicing with the guitar, for showing up anyway to show some support on this. If you know anyone who wants to learn how to play guitar, please refer them to these videos, because I don't know how long I'm going to keep them up for, because I do want to go back to teaching privately and maybe making these lessons private or unlisted, so I can share them with you all. So driving a lot of hours. Oh, cool. That's good. Have a blessed night. Thank you, Alicia. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Practice, 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 practice makes perfect. I'll see you on our next adventure. Actually, I'll see you on Wednesday for another blocked party. All right. Bye.